Well, hey y'all, this evening I want to do something called Arroz con Leche. It's now uncommonly cold here in North Carolina, which of course is cold in most other places in the United States. So it's a great time to have Arroz con Leche because although some people call it a Mexican style rice pudding, it's served hot in Mexico. So here we go with it. I now have here in this pot 4 cups of water, which I'm going to obviously bring to a boil. I am also going to add to this water some cinnamon sticks and what's called Piloncillo. This is the kind that I have, although it really doesn't matter. This is pretty much very packed, super duper firmly packed brown sugar. I'm not sure how much it would be in measurement because it is so firmly packed it will have to dissolve. That is how firmly packed. It does not come apart at all until it has dissolved or it is dissolving. So that's something that you can do. Although my sister-in-law that showed me how to do this, she said if you don't have piloncillo, instead you can cook the rice and at the end you can add in sweetened condensed milk instead of this. So either or. I'm just adding several cinnamon sticks so that they can infuse that flavor into the water. Then I'm going to just leave that just like that to begin to dissolve. Of course, as the water begins to heat, it's obviously going to begin to dissolve that piloncillo. I was just remembering that because of the fact that I don't want all of this water to be absorbed into the rice, I'm going to add another 1.5 cups of water. I don't know if you can see, it is beginning to ever so slightly turn that water. It's starting to look a teeny itsy bitsy bit brown, but you're going to want it to become a little bit more brown and have that water begin to just about boil before you add in the rice. All right, now that it's looking like it's starting to get pretty well, the water is becoming much more brown. That piloncillo is starting to dissolve. I'm going to add in 2 cups of rice. And we are going to let that cook for about the next 15 to 20 minutes before we check it. It has now been the full 20 minutes and I have checked. This rice has got practically the perfect texture, al dente if you could call it that. I don't know, that I know that I usually hear that with pasta. But at the same time, now we're going to add in a can of evaporated milk, which of course it says on the top to shake well, and I did before adding it in here. Going to stir that up some, but that's not quite good enough because we want it to be milky. So we're going to add actually from the gallon jug, regular cow's milk. Until it has a much more soupy texture. All right, and that's that. Now it's ready to serve. To serve, obviously, this is per taste. Each person obviously is going to have different likes and dislikes. So I am going to add the arroz con leche. I'm not going to add much because, for one, it's not, I don't need to eat a whole lot of it. I've got that right there. It's already got some of that cinnamon flavor in it, but I'm going to add some more. I'm going to add just a little bit of cinnamon, obviously to taste. Then also to taste, you can add some pecans if you like them, if you don't have any allergies. Obviously, those are important things. And or raisins. Also to taste. And there you have it. That is arroz con leche. As I said, it is served hot. It is often served also with some type of either roll, sweet bread, something along that lines. Actually, not so coincidentally, I guess you can say, tonight I made some yeast rolls here at the house for the first time, I think probably in my life. And they turned out, of course, yummy. But do they look pretty? Probably not. But you know what? Pretty doesn't matter because it's going in your stomach and it's going through your taste buds, and that's what matters. So I hope that this recipe is helpful. I hope that it's enjoyable, that it's a way to say I love you without ever having to open your mouth with your family or your loved ones. And otherwise, have a delicious day.